I'm looking across Morecambe Bay on a very cold but sunny winter's day. This is a view from my window in Grange-over-Sands. Today there's snow covering the higher ground. I can see snow on the Howgill Fells and Ingleborough. Looking over the distance. The beauty of living on Morecambe Bay is that the view is constantly changing. Today the tide is just coming in, but the weather and the light conditions are changing the view all the time. You can see Silverdale in the distance and Arnside. There's a bridge that brings the train over to Grange. I began to collect photographs of the sunrise over Morecambe Bay from my window, and I use these to inspire my designs. I made sketches and paintings and collages, and I used digital software to layer them, creating a range of effects, and to instill a degree of fragmentation and complexity. I've used many of these images as the basis of my sunrise pieces, creating a collection of wall art and vessels in felt and painted fabrics. I'm just now at the south end of Grange-over-Sands promenade, walking up towards the station and the Lido that you can see in the distance. This is the Lido at Grange, not currently open as a swimming pool, but maybe one day it will be. There's been work going on for several years now, and hopefully it will be open in 2 stages. The first one to open as gardens and event centre, and then finally, if the funds are available, it hopefully will be turned into a Lido again, so we will be able to swim. This is looking into the Lido to see the gardens that they've created. Hopefully later on in this year it may be open for us all to visit. On my walk down Grange Promenade, looking right across the bay now, across to Silverdale, Arnside Knot, and Arnside in the distance. You can see the bridge and Home Island. At the other end, the northern end of Grange Promenade, is the station, the railway station, an important starting point to Grange-over-Sands, and it brought visitors to see our lovely town. You can see the sweep of the promenade now, right across. I'm looking across Morecambe Bay now, looking towards the north. You can see the vast expanse of the bay. Standing at the high point on the promenade, looking across, you can see the channels of water where the high tide has been. Looking back now over towards where the Lido is. It's a lovely and peaceful spot. You can hear the birds singing, but very little else. Looking across now, I can see Home Island and just the end of the railway station at Grange. A little closer now to the station at Grange, you can see the reflections on the water channels. In the past, Grange didn't have the sand flats as it has now. The sea came right up to the promenade. Instead of having walks across the bay, they used to have swimming across the bay, and boats used to come to visit Grange. This is where the pier used to be. You can just see the remains of it as I look out, looking across. I'm nearing the northern end of Grange Promenade now. You can see the station and again the vast expanse of Morecambe Bay. You can see the channels of the water, the sand flats and the grass flats. Predominantly these channels that I based a lot of my artwork on. They're changing every day with the tide, and I've certainly noticed a big difference in the 4 years I've lived here. From here you can see the gardens that are kept by volunteers all along Grange Promenade. On one of these seats, the Fellowship alumni, we sat one lovely sunny day and we sketched. Looking back now down the promenade, you can see Humphrey Head right at the bottom. It's a headland that has lovely walks. You can see the tide is now coming in, and again the vast expanse of Morecambe Bay. From the station you can see the sweep of Grange Promenade looking towards the south. I remember here coming to see the Beach of Dreams, where people had hand painted silk pennants which were arranged all along the sweep of the bay. I'm now at the very northern edge of Grange-over-Sands promenade. It's quite different up at this end, past the station. You get the limestone going down towards the sea. See, the tide has come in now as I've been walking. It's quite high today. It's covered the sand flats, but you can still see the grass at the edge. Looking back, you can see the whole bay, looking back towards Grange town, to the station. It's a very different feel when the tide is in and you see the expanse of the sea